Hi guys, it's house hunting o'clock. Hey God. From my voice and demeanor, you should know that see the hardest thing in this country, if you have a house in this country, you have a job, like a full-time job, be agency staff within the council shift. Go down on your knees every morning and say, God, if you can't even get COS or you're on ILR, hey, normally if you get job, get house, go down on your knees. They thank God every day. Say, God, thank you. I've done enough for me. If you can't get ILR or like you don't get your COS, they roll for ground, like they roll for ground. Five poto day. Roll inside poto, say, thank you, Jesus. Because you need to really be that dramatic. Hey, you guys, the stress of house hunting in this country, Nigerian stress, they learn work now. You don't get how Nigerian agents want you where you go there frustrate. Except say like you don't get where to put your head at all. That's when you can. But you see the house hunting in this country. Hey, you go view houses tire. In fact, when you see the house to rent to like for them to rent you the house, you go bring like the kidney and livers of 15 elephants. Like the documentation is another issue. You have seen the house, you now finally have the money to rent the house. Or you see the documentation part. Where do I start? You guys, I'm back on the streets to house hunt. Hey God. So guys, I came back home one day in February or so, and I saw a signpost outside. I'll include the picture. Like, I don't know whether they want to sell this property or rent it out to other people. I don't know. But my contract ends in April, so I did not bother asking them anything like, do you guys want to sell what I like? I don't ask them anything. Like these guys are really clueless and annoying. So I did not bother. My contract is going to expire soon and I can't even wait to leave the place, even though I like this place because of the strategic location, how close it is to everywhere. But even at that, because of what what these guys put me through, I did not bother. So hours later, after they mounted that signpost, I now saw like an email. A contractor is coming to the house to check the place, but I still no send them any message. I no ask them, say what's happening, what. I just know say my contract will soon expire and I have to leave. Okay. So initially I plan to like ask them if I can extend by 3 months. Not like because this place is heaven or but if I can extend by 3 months. But well, I'll explain that one later. I'll tell you why I wanted to extend by 3 months instead of leaving by April. I think 3 months is May, June, and July. You get, but I'll explain that later, anyways. So, but let me ask you, my rent, like I said, my contract expires in April. Should I start house hunt? Like, should I? Initially, I wanted to start house hunting at the end of March because I know it's a sport. I wanted to start house hunting at the end of March so that let's say mid-April, by God's grace, I go don't see something. But do you think it's too me? I feel like it's too early to start house hunting at the beginning of March. Reason being that my contract expires at the end of April. And to be fair, any place I'm moving to, I'm paying more rent or I'm paying more everything. So it's not like I'm not in a hurry to pay more rent, you get. So I want to make sure I stay till the end of April so that I know that my new rent starts counting from May. But my fear is if I start applying or start house hunting by the beginning of March, what if I can't see house like towards the end and I tell them that, oh, I want to move in April? They're not going to agree. They want to rent out the place, as soon as possible. That's my fear. And then, or on the other hand, I'm thinking, what if I now start applying or start house hunting by the end of March, middle of April, I'm not going to see house towards the end. I'm not going to waiting. I go do. Because one thing is to see a house, another thing is to start the documentation process. Now, I don't know what they will ask for. If you come, they ask me for guarantor we get 3 billion for account. I'll come they run helter skelter again. You get so I don't know. You guys should tell me. Do you think I should start applying at the end of March or I should just start from the beginning of March? What if I now see and then April ending? If I tell them April ending, they don't go agree. So make I hear on our thoughts on that one because I feel like I'm confused at this point. You get I don't know. You guys should help me out. Anyways, guys, my idea of a house I want to rent is like I need a room with a toilet and bathroom inside. You get so it's not like I have so much money, but I just want to move up or upgrade myself because this whole having to share toilet is not convenient. And then plus the fact that I live like I have to go downstairs to use the toilet, which is really not so good. I've been stylishly checking out houses in this Leeds are expensive. I've not even lie. I've been stylishly checking out rooms with en suite toilet and bathroom, and the prices are not funny. I'm seeing houses from like 650, 620 to 700 pounds, just rooms with their toilets inside. 620, 650. I don't know if I've seen anything. I think I've seen 580 something you get, but ha, my budget is not much. Okay. So I just hope that by God's grace, when I start house something, I'll see something within at least less than 600. I can manage less than 600 because it's just, let's say for a few months, if I move in, let's say in May, by God's grace, I should start working full time June, July, May, June, July, August, thereabout, by God's grace, because my graduation is in July and I'll submit my dissertation in May. From June, I can work full time. From around June, July, I can work full time. So by God's grace, if I get a permanent job before then, it wouldn't be a problem. At least, let's say for the first 2, 3 months, paying £600 may be a lot, but by God's grace, when I get a permanent job, it's going to be fair. But anyways, the most important thing is I need my bedroom and toilet inside. I can share the kitchen. I don't have an issue with that. I can manage with the kitchen, but at least with toilet, let me just, you know what I mean, the convenience. Like in my house in Nigeria, my toilet is in my room. Now that's how the way in my house I am a king. I be in my father's house I'm a king, but here I'm a
Ned Woko's house. In Ned Woko's house, I am nothing. But in my house, I am a queen.
slave. Now waiting that they see like that. Okay, so yeah, budget not too much, but well, anyways, I'll still keep checking and hopefully I find something within my budget so that I'll not have to use like 80% of the money I earn to pay rent or 70% of the money I earn to pay rent. It's not going to make sense. I still have other bills to pay. Yeah. So now, guys, I have a problem. Like I have a dilemma at the moment because see, I'm starting to house hunt like really soon, job hunt, sorry, for full-time roles really soon. And to be fair, I'm not limiting my search to Leeds. I'm limiting my search to the whole of UK, even to as far as Scotland, the whole of UK, anywhere, Ireland, Scotland, anywhere. I'm expanding my search as wide as possible. Now, the problem I have with renting a house is not the issue. So if I rent a house in Leeds, for instance, and then I get a job in somewhere like Sheffield, Manchester, anywhere outside Leeds, it means I have to move because moving is compulsory for me. Like I said, I'm expanding my search. I'm not limiting it to Leeds because if I limit it to Leeds, my chances are slimmer. You get, so my fear is if I rent a house and like these guys are they mostly do contract houses where you sign a contract for 1 year or 6 months. Within that period, you can't move out to get. So what that means is that if I get a contract house for like 6 months or 1 year, if I have to leave Leeds, I have to get somebody to stay until that contract expires, or I have to pay extra to the landlord because I'm leaving before, all of those kind of things. That's one of the fear I have. Like, what if I don't get a job in Leeds, which I am not fixed on? I must stay in Leeds because, of course, they don't tie my placenta here. Even if they tie my placenta here, I'll go uproot and you get. So that's my fear. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm confused at this, but that's why I said I wanted to extend by 3 months because in my mind, April, by May, June, July, I would have known where I got, like, I would have, by God's grace, I would have gotten a job and I would have known the city where I got the job. Then I start making plans to move to that city. But with the way these guys were moving, these guys are not straightforward. I don't want to like start what I cannot finish, maybe do the 3 months and they hold back and forth. They start to, play games and all. So that's my dilemma at the moment. You get, so I don't know, but eventually I'll need to live here because I just hope I'll find a house that is zero contracts. I can move out at any time. I pray that by God's grace, if God is with me, I'm going to find a house that, of course, He's always with me, even if I don't find a house. But yeah, I'm praying that by God's grace, I'll find a house that is zero contract so that if I get a job outside Leeds, I can just move without thinking, who would I bring? Because the thing is, if you're paying a rent of 600 and you're moving like that, if you start looking for someone, the person will not want to pay that exact 600. They'll tell you that they can't afford it. They may start paying. They may say they can afford only 500. So the remaining £100, now you go to pay them until that contract expires, and it really doesn't make sense like that. So I'm keeping fingers crossed. Two things. Number one, I'll get a good job in Leeds or within Leeds and stay behind, or I'll get a house with zero contract so that when I get a job outside Leeds, I can just move without any obligation holding me back. You get? So yeah. Okay, so guys, anyways, two things. Let me remind you of the questions I'm asking. So two things. First of all, do you think I should start house hunting at the beginning of March, or wait towards the end of March, or maybe mid March to start house hunting? Second, because there are a lot of houses that are already available. I've checked spare room, I've checked most of these. There are a lot of houses that are like already available. Okay. So do you think I should start now? That's my first question. Secondly, do you think I should, despite their Iberiberism, do you think I should tell these agents to, so I can extend by 3 months, just so that at least within that period, by God's grace, I must have gotten a job and I know where I'm moving to. So if I'm still staying within Leeds, then that's when I'm out look for a house in Leeds. But if I'm leaving, I just know that I'm leaving. Do you think I should tell them so I can extend my contract by 3 months, or stay more 3 months, or I should just leave, just move out and trust the process? So whatever it is, even if I move to another place and I'm leaving another city, I'll just find a way around it. What do you guys think? Anyways, like I said, this is house hunting season, and this is what I prefer, job hunting than house hunting. Because at least with job hunting, you're not moving from pillar to pole, you're not moving around the whole Leeds or the around the whole UK. But you see house hunting, agent, you now start booking appointment to see the houses. You start considering, is this place far from the city? Is this place this is plus money you have to spend, because you have to pay deposit, not just the rent. You pay the rent, you pay the deposit. You now start looking for guarantor in the length and breadth of the UK. Hey, God, you guys. Anyways, thank you for, you guys should help me answer the questions. Anyways, it's very important. Thank you for watching, and wish me luck. You guys should give me what's it called, morale. Tell me morale high, because at this point only me they write dissertation, only me they house hunt, only me they job hunt, only me they everything. Adulthood is a scam. Adulthood is a scam. You guys, I'll soon start applying to full-time roles. Of course, I'm going to give you guys gist on when I start, what's up I'm doing, what am I, because I'm soon not going to be a student. What am I speaking? I'm going to be a graduate soon, and I have to stand like a woman. Agency jobs doesn't cut it at this point. So I have to transition from um I'm digressing. This is not about how job hunting, it's house hunting. But definitely I'll do a video on job hunting, tell you what I'm doing, tell you the kind of jobs I'm applying to, what I'm doing to my CV, how many jobs I'm applying to a day. You guys, is a lot, but yeah. Thank you for listening to my rant. Thank you for lending me your ears. Yeah, even though sometimes I'll digress and talk a lot, but wish me luck. You guys, thank you so much, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Toodles! Toodles!